meatloaf. Hey, welcome back to The Average Kitchen. Thanks for tuning in again. Today, I'm gonna do a Traeger smoked meatloaf. Pork, beef mixture, 2.5 hours we'll say on the Traeger. It's gonna be unreal. So as you see here, I've got 2 pounds of ground beef, 2 pounds of ground pork, got some panko breadcrumbs, some ketchup, some bourbon molasses, dry rub, egg, couple veg. So yeah, let's get at it. I think I've showed this on a previous video. This is an amazing piece of kit. I'm gonna show you how it works. So I got some onions here. Let's throw those in. So there's 1.5 onion. And I'm gonna throw that on. So about 3 or 4 pulls, look at that. Boom. So we're gonna add this to our mixture. And I'm gonna do a few sweet peppers as well and do the same technique. Ready, Jamie? There you go, sliced and diced. Super nice. So I've done meatloaf quite a few times, and I've tried a few different styles or techniques. The last one I did was good. I used a bread pan to make this massive meatloaf. What I didn't like about it was as the fat started to release from the meat, it started to kind of come up the sides. Then I also had this like liquid level of fat, which I didn't like. So this time what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start it on the Traeger on this grilling mat, give the opportunity for the meatloaf to start to caramelize on the bottom, and then we'll slide it right off the mat, right onto the grill, and then it's full smoke. It's gonna be amazing. So, got my mixture here, and I'm just gonna start adding everything. So I've got this bourbon molasses I mentioned, dry rub. Gonna add that in there. Gonna hit it with some salt and pepper. So a pretty generous amount of pepper, some salt. Got 2 eggs that I just whisked up. Gonna get those in there as well. And I've got my panko. I think I'll just add a bit to start. And I've got some just under a cup of ketchup. And I'm gonna add some of our Average Kitchen bourbon barbecue sauce. And I'm gonna glaze it towards the end with that as well. If I could open it.
Many unbearable hours later.
Success. So there's 3 tablespoons. So I'm gonna throw a pair of gloves on, and I'm gonna start mixing this up. Okay, so you can see our mixture is quite wet still. That's because I still need to add a bunch of the panko. So I'll add some panko. I'll add the rest of our ketchup here as well. Ketchup's in, and then we'll add the rest of our panko. So we want to make sure that all throughout our meat, we'll make sure first that our pork and beef is blended well as all of our spices and veg that we put in, and of course our breadcrumbs. So that looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my grilling mat, and I'm going to start trying to form what looks like is going to be quite a large meatloaf. So you could start it out right away on the grill. The only problem I anticipate with doing that is it would be hard to get it formed and then set it on the grill just like this right away. So that's why I think using this grilling mat, I think is going to benefit us quite a bit by doing it that way. So that, my friends, is a 4-pound meatloaf. So we're going to give this a chance to sort of set up. Looks beautiful. We're going to let it sit for a few minutes, fire up the Traeger. So we're out at the Traeger. It's all fired up. I set it to 225. It's working its way up there right now. Pellet check, we're good. We'll open this up. I've got this kind of like giant spatula that's going to help me set this on there. And I'm just going to slide that out just like so. So with this here, you're still going to have the smoke that's going to wrap around the meatloaf. It's going to give that an opportunity for the bottom to caramelize, and then eventually, hopefully, we could just slide that right off of that grilling mat and put it right on the grill. This is going to cook for roughly 2.5 hours, but we'll come back and check on it in a bit. Two hours into the smoke. Just check the internal temperature, right around the 155 to 160. Let's have a look. You'll see I slid out that mat. I still really have no idea how I'm going to get it off the grill because it looks like it's starting to pull apart a little bit, but I'll figure that out later. So I took some of my homemade barbecue sauce and slowly heated it up on the stove just to reduce it down a little bit, to give it a little bit of body, a little bit more thickness than I'm normally used to. So now we're just going to glaze this, and then we're going to crank the heat up to 375 for about another 20 minutes. So I'll probably come out in about 10 minutes and put some more, because obviously this barbecue sauce is just sugar based, should start to really stick to the outside of that meatloaf. That looks pretty awesome if you ask me. So I'm going to shut the lid. Done. And I'm going to crank it up to 375, and we'll come back out, check it out. Let's have a look. All right, looks pretty awesome. I think I'll use a little bit more of this sauce just to glaze it up a little bit. I'm going to give it some time to rest, and then we will attempt to pull it off. So I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Traeger smoked meatloaf. Can't wait to try it. It's going to be amazing. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next episode.